now our dough is set for half hour, and we're gonna make our little mounds for the tortillas. I just pull it, you know, just squeeze it and pull it.
How big should they be?
Probably the size of I don't know. The size of your palm. And I shape them into little mounds. I don't know if the camera can see. That way they'll be all ready for when I'm ready to roll. Sometimes some are bigger or smaller than others, it depends.
Do you put like flour down so they don't stick?
Sometimes I have to, sometimes I don't. We'll try them out first and see if they roll out good, and then because I don't really like to put flour on them, because then they have that little bit of flour taste on the outside and like that. But they look like they might roll okay. That's why it's real important not to get it too sticky. And I probably should be getting about, I don't know, about 20 to 24 tortillas. So we'll make a few so that you can see what we're doing. I'll put this aside. Finish it after I roll out a couple. So we'll start with this. This rolling pin was my mother's. She passed it on to me. She had it for years. She worked at Great Lakes Steel, and my uncle made this for her from the steel mill. So, and this is, I love this pin. It's heavy. It's just right. And so here goes. I roll it once. I flip it around. Do it again. Pick it up. Flip it around. You just push hard on your tortilla so that you can get a nice thin tortilla. It's easier to cook, and don't worry if it's not round, because mine don't always come out round. And you pick it up. You get your what do you call that? Your griddle.
Yeah.
Hot. Put like on maybe a medium heat, and you try out your first tortilla. You place it down on it, and it'll start bubbling up. Usually about a minute, and then you flip it over to cook the other side.
Should you use cooking spray?
No, it's got to be a dry. We call it kamal. Start bubbling. And you can always adjust your heat if you find that it looks like it might be burning. And so there it is. It's cooking good. Usually about I'd say probably 2 minutes for each tortilla. And there's my. You put them in there. I usually flip it over 3 to 4 times.
How long do they last for?
How long do they what?
Like last, so you can like reuse them, or like.
You can reheat them the next day, and possibly the day after that. You can reheat them on your kamal, or I mean sometimes if I don't feel like turning this on, I have a gas stove. I'll turn on the fire, and it'll heat on that. Flip it over. So.
For low-fat tortillas, should you use like a low-fat Crisco?
I don't think they have low-fat Crisco. I don't think they make low-fat. But It really doesn't matter. You can use Crisco, you can use lard. I've even tried oil, but oil, I don't like the consistency of using oil. They should be very, very thin, probably 1/8 of an inch. Almost see-through. You want to try rolling one out?
Sure.
Okay. There you go. You saw what I did. You. Remember, you have to flip it and do it on the other side.
Should I put it on the other side or just the same side?
No, same side.
Can you make breakfast pastries from tortillas?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll take and I'll have some dough left over. I'll take and I'll get some oil in a frying pan and probably like a 1/2 cup of oil or a cup of oil, just so that they're floating in the oil. I roll up out like a tortilla and then I cut it into squares or whatever. Just cut it maybe make 6 cuts of 3 cuts on that. Say there's 4 pieces, and then I fry them in the oil, and we call them buñuelos. You fry them, they'll bubble up, and then you take them out as soon as they brown. They brown real fast. They're done within a minute, and then you put them on paper towel, on a plate, and you sprinkle some cinnamon sugar on it, and it makes a nice little breakfast dessert. And I flip with my fingers because I'm used to it, but when you first do it, you can use a fork to pick it up so that you don't burn your fingers. Let it sit for a little bit longer, and then about a minute on each side. And that's about it. And you roll out your tortillas and you have a nice bread for your meal.